understatement. And we locked in with the top. Moin, Essan, let's go. Money Monday, we're stacking that pay. Trading Tuesday, we're finding our way. Winning Wednesday, yeah, we celebrate. Tough Thursday, but we still elevate. Fuck Friday, market closing, we don't cry. Social Saturday, we outside, feel alive. Sunday meditation, clear mind, no stress. Forex community, we're blessed. We're blessed. Yeah, that's the team we trust. Better experience, man, that's an understatement, no bluff. Yeah. Charts on the screen, got the glow in the night. Candles moving fast, but my vision is right. Yeah, I'm watching that go. When it breaks that zone, I'm freezing. So cold, we don't chase, we wait for the sign. Patience in my soul, yeah, the timing is mine. Stop lost in place, no emotions involved. Every loss is a lesson, every problem gets solved. We're a community, we don't trade alone. Different countries, but we share one tone. If you lose, it's cool, we learn it again. Take the L out, the lesson now is earned, my friend. And we follow the leaders, yeah, we moving so clean. More than that sign, that's the top of the scene. They show us the mindset, they show us the way. So we level up daily, no time to delay. Money Monday, we're stacking that pay. Trading Tuesday, we're finding our way. Winning Wednesday, yeah, we celebrate. Tough Thursday, but we still elevate. Yeah. Fuck Friday, market closing, we don't cry. Social Saturday, we outside, feel alive. Sunday meditation, clear mind, no stress. Forex community, we're blessed. Yeah, that's the team we trust. Kiwi and steak in the morning, no cap. Fuel for the market, we don't ever slack. London session open, yeah, we ready to strike. New York comes in and the candles ignite. Gold moving crazy, but I'm calm in my seat. I don't need the hype, I just follow the beat. Support and resistance, that's my daily religion. When price starts to talk, I listen with precision. We got traders who win, yeah, we built like that. From drawdowns to glory, we bounce right back. No fake flex, we're real with the pain. We remove the L, now we earn from the game. Shout out B, yeah, we locked in tight. Guidance and vision got my mindset right. Better experience, now that's way too light. It's bigger than trading, it's a whole new life. Morning and sun, yeah, they leading the way. They taught us discipline, they taught us be brave. So we stay on the charts, but we keep it divine. Clear mind, strong heart, yeah, the future is mine. If I fall, I learn. If I lose, I return. Community strong, we don't break, we don't burn. Every red day, got a blessing inside. And every green day, feels like we can fly. Money Monday, we're stacking that pay. Trading Tuesday, we're finding our way. Winning Wednesday, yeah, we celebrate. Tough Thursday, but we still elevate. Yeah. Fuck Friday, market closing, we don't cry. Social Saturday, we outside, feel alive. Sunday meditation, clear mind, no stress. Forex community, we're blessed. Screaming loud, let the whole world see. Better experience, understatement. Speak. Exhaust deep, gold on my mind. Kiwi in the day, morning grind. Remove the L, earn together. Moin, Essan, top forever. Beat. Yeah. Forex vibes. Money.
All right, good morning, everyone. Let me put my camera on. Give me 1 second, guys. My OBS is closed. Are we awake, guys? Let me see the hands. Let me see the hands in the air. Are we awake? Now I'm here. Let me see. Are we awake, guys? Yes, sir. That's nice to see. How many people do we have on the call? 75 people, guys. Imagine in the morning. Nice. 75 people who wants to learn from the morning and have a nice morning together like a community. I love communities, guys. I love feeling like we have a small little family. It's the best feeling, right? So it's lovely to see everyone on the call. Let me see who has the cameras on. Let me see. We have Tommy. Of course, we have Tommy every time. Tommy Lee, my man. You have some nice curls, bro. Maybe I should make that as well. Looks like noodles, bro. Crazy. We have Morten Riese. We have Camila Casa. Hello. Afaf, always from the schoolroom. I love that. Soon we need to pluck you out of that system. We have Sylvia in the car. Make sure to watch the way as well. Let's see. We have Monica. Hello, Monica. Moldava. Who do we else have? Leonard Smaslik. How are you, bro? And a lot of people without camera. Of course, Sebastian Bray. You're always here, bro. I love that. I haven't seen a session without you here. That's lovely to see. We have Henry Meeman. Where are you from? Portugal? No, not Portugal. I think I'm the only from Portugal. Germany. Guten Morgen, everyone. Guten heute, Leute. Dominika, Susanna, Joanna, Armin. Of course, we have Armin. Are you on the office? Scannable? Yeah? All right. And we need more cameras, guys. We have Sven. Hello, Sven Nielsen. Nice to have you on the call. Nice, guys. So let me see where you're tuning in from, guys. Let me see where you... And we have Sertki, of course. Sexy Sertki. Double S. So, of course, baby. Hello, Wasawa. Sounds like a ninja. Wasawa. London, Germany, Poland, Germany, Viljandi. I would love... How do you say good morning in Polish, guys? Write it in the chat. Whoa. Kurwa. Wow, bro, you can't say that, Sertki. That's not the right word. Dzień dobry. Is that right? Dzień dobry, everyone. Perfect. Nice. Guten Morgen. Good morning. Dzień dobry. Okay. Multicultural. Don't know if that's a word. Okay, guys, are we ready for this trading session together? Hello from Lithuania. How do you say Lithuania? How do you say good morning in that language? What do you speak in Lithuania? Labas rytas. Dopo jutsu. Bonjour. Buongiorno. Nice. All right, guys, let's start the session. We speak Lithuanian. All right, cool. I didn't know. And in Danish, it's godmorgen. You also have to learn different languages, guys. Godmorgen. And in Norwegian, it's good morgen. Is it the same in Norwegian? I believe so. Nice, guys. Let's start out this trading session. We have been writing a little bit about gold. Gold has been pushing. We're going to speak a little bit about these rumors about, we're going to kill the whole civilization and, Donald Trump, we're going to bomb everything, blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. I hate it. We have seen it many times now, and it's like, maybe we should make an indicator, which is like every time that Trump is saying something, we are doing the opposite. Should we make an indicator for that? Believe that we will be rich in no time. Scarmongering. What? Is that Tommy? Are you kidding me? Scarmongering. That can't be. Come on. Crazy. All right, let's go to TradingView. All right, guys. So I saw some of you had a nice sell this morning, and I see it totally because you just took the advantage from the 0786. That's super nice. Congratulations with the wins. And also, guys, let's try to figure out where gold is going. Like if we are looking at the bigger perspective, because I was not right about this consolidation because of course he made a ceasefire. He didn't bomb a whole civilization. We got scammed by Trump again. Not the first time. Had happened like, I don't know, I can't count it anymore, but a lot of times. We should really be aware when he is saying something that it can be a play. So the first thing we're doing, guys, what is that? Let me know in the chat. Sebastian, you're not allowed to answer. Sebastian, you're always first on the Deep Sage. Exactly, Henry. Exactly. So let's go to Deep Sage, guys. Let's ask Deep Sage about some clarity because we want the clarity. So what we should figure out today is like the direction for the dollar, because it looks like for me that the dollar is about to, we have a huge gap. That's the thing. We have a huge gap. And this gap tells us that maybe we can go up and test this gap, and maybe we should continue to fall down. Also, if we are looking at other dollar pairs like USD CAD, you can see we have broken like a crazy uptrend, right? And we have finished a sequence which tells us that USD CAD maybe is able to go down a lot. And the same if we're looking at the dollar. We have finished the sequence. We didn't get the bombing in Iran, so yeah, of course the dollar is weakened today, which means that stocks is going up, which means that crypto is going up. We like when crypto is going up, right? Which means that GBP, JPY is going up, but changing a little bit direction right now. So let's see. So what I believe will happen is that, yeah, maybe we can see this little pullback, this little retracement where we are able to maybe get some entries to buy gold. Maybe gold will go down and then Dixie are in this area here. And if we get to this area here, then it's maybe possible that we can have that long on gold. But we're gonna figure out today what is the direction long term for gold, because we need clarity. I've lost clarity yesterday because sometimes it's just hard to guess, to predict what is happening with Trump and the US and stuff. It's weird to trade. It should be legal, right? It's like they're doing it for the markets. So weird. But let's get some clarity. So, hey, all we can say, good morning. Can you make me an analysis on XAUUSD and also tell me if you think that Dixie will go up or down today? Let me see the probability in percentage. Bullish and bearish, both on. Let's see, guys. Let's see. So, yeah, we have to be aware, guys, because a lot of things is happening, and sometimes it's hard to figure out that what should we believe in, right? And I saw the other day that, yeah, US have made a ceasefire, but we also have Israel who haven't made any like ceasefire or any decisions. So we should be aware of that. But the thing is, it's only when US is doing things that we hear about it in the media. When we see other countries that don't get mentioned in the same way, we don't hear about it, right? So we should really be aware, guys. So let's see here. We have probability for bullish move is 60% on gold. Probability for bearish move is 65% on bullish, which is a little bit like against each other, but let's see. So short-term range bound trading expected from 4,500. Is this the right price? 4,812. It is. All right. Oops. So let's see here. So short-term buyers is bullish with a 60% probability for further gains, but momentum is waning and volatility is high. Watch for resistance near 4,850. 4,850. It's in this area, right? It's the 0.882, guys. That's the area where we should look and be aware that the price may be able to at least have a reaction here, guys. And that makes good sense. But let's see here. What does it say as well? Bearish short term for the dollar. All right, so 65% for bearish today, short term. That means that gold is still bullish, guys. We have some news I can see here. We have FOMC. Let's see, Forex Factory. Yes, at 8 p.m. So that's first in the evening, guys. So we shouldn't be that aware of this. Okay. So until then, there shouldn't happen any like crazy things, unless it's hard to say, guys. I mean, I have been trading before with Donald Trump, where he were elected. I've seen people trading where he were elected, and it's so hard because when we're looking after charts which looks like this, and we're like, okay, we have the retracement now, gonna take a long. Oh, a bomb just dropped. We lost our trade. So it's so hard. I can tell you that if you feel that trading is hard these days and we are not making that big amounts, we are not grabbing these big bags that we were used to grab, guys, I can tell you that right now it's like maybe some of the hardest times where we are doing trading. All right. So if you're getting used to trade now, I can tell you, you will be mind blown how more simple it is to trade when we have like days where there is not happening everything every day. It's like every day we see all these news about the wars, all these things that he's going to do, and it's shit to trade, guys. It's like, know this, that better days will come, 100% sure, but right now you're positioning yourself in the hardest place. Oh, Tommy. Oh, oh, little baby. Wow, that's so cute. Hello. Oh, but yeah, know this, guys, that you're positioning yourself in the hardest times, which means that when we get on the other side, guys, it will become much more simple for you. So if you can learn and understand like somehow how the trading is working right now, you're positioning yourself so good, guys. So don't get lost, don't get confused about all this, because it can be really hard to do trading while we have this orange person on the top who he's like an actor, he's like a movie character who wants to be like the main character always. He loves to read newspaper about himself, and it can be really hard to do trading. Oh, so 109 people on the call. Let's go. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. So guys, if you're totally new to trading, just know this, that this is not common that we see markets like this. It has been a weird market to trade the last couple of months, the last couple of weeks at least. I would say that since November, we had a really nice run up to, I believe, March, February. Then it started to become a little bit hard to do trading again. But this run that we had from November, October until January, February, guys, that was crazy. So know this, things will change, guys. Always, things will always change. And we have always known that times like this, guys, they are like predicted. I don't know if you have seen this, times to make money. chart. And I know that this is a little bit like, you're such a what's called conspiracy terrorist. I'm not, but this is actually really accurate. If you go to ChatGPT or Grok or some other AI and you put this into the AI and you ask, hey, how accurate is this map here? It will say around 80%, guys. And that's weird. You can see 2026 until 2032 is like bad years to make money. It's like the hardest years, right? We also have 2019 with the COVID until 2023. That was also bad years. Then we had 2023 until 2026, good years, right? So we should be aware of this and don't get stressed out. We also have the financial crisis in 2007. We had the World War II in 1945. We have a lot of things here. So be aware of this, guys, and know that this is only for a matter of time, and we will get out on the other side. Of course, we will make profits still if we have our risk management and we have the right strategy, the right risk reward, and we have given ourselves all the knowledge we need to make money in markets like this. So what we can see from Deep Sage is that it have the exact same thoughts as we have. It says that Dixie is most likely to drop today. And gold is the same, but no, gold is the opposite. If Dixie is going down, gold should go up, right? And if we're looking at the bigger perspective on gold, you can see a huge uptrend. Nothing have changed. We see a top here, we see a low here, we see a lower high here, lower low here. Now we should go up to this area and set a lower high up here. So overall, we should still be bullish on gold, guys, especially after we went down here. On the smaller time frames, still believe that if we're just taking this areas here, we should see something like this sequence that we have here. Like this is the lowest point. This is the highest point. This is the second highest point. So we should get up to this area, guys, at least. So this is the area that I will look for, but we need to put ourselves in a position where we get the right entries. And the right entries is to figure out where is the cheapest price that we can go buy before that we get to this area. And the cheapest prices is always like, right now you can see the cheapest price is of course down here in this consolidation that we had yesterday. There was some nice buying opportunities. We also had nice selling opportunity here. But we always have to figure out where is the cheapest price that we can get into the markets. And if we go to the smaller time frames, we can use this reversal signal for everyone who wants to take the right entries. If we go to the smaller time frames, you can see a nice entry area right here. Because every time that we get under the cheapest price, like in the area where the price is really, really cheap, guys, and we're paying this, you can say this is a volume spike, which means that we see a lot of buyers entering the markets. That's the areas where we want to buy, guys. So right now, we should definitely not look into doing at least not any sales yet, because the price can maybe get up to this area, right? Of course, we don't know what is happening with this Phineas head that we have right here. The price is going down here, it's going up here. Right now, we are in a cheap area as well, especially if we are going to break to the uptrend. So this is actually, if we're looking at this consolidation that we have right here, then we have a cheap price where we can reject. This is a cheap area where we are able to reject. And if we are looking at the Dixie, the dollar, we can see that we have a 0 here. Let me mark it out, guys. Let me just delete some of all this. I'm so unstructured on my chart. But we have this one, guys. Where's my tools? Here. 0, A, B, C, which means that the dollar could maybe go down to this area before that we finish the sequence. And it should already be be valid because we broke this area here, guys. And a valid sequence means that the only way that it's gonna be invalid again, guys, is let's say the market is doing something like this and break our point B to the upside. Then we have an invalid sequence and we don't need to finish the sequence. But until then, we have to get down to this area. And now it's all about when can we have a nice entry. So let me see. Nah, it's not nice. So are we breaking out the structure, guys, to the sell? Let's see. Nah, nothing yet. Nothing yet. I know that some of you got this sell here, guys, and it makes sense to me because if we're looking at this whole regression trend, we can see, let me delete this indicator here. We can see that we should go up to this area. We have low, high, low, high. We had a low here, and now we are in the cheap price area if you want to sell, right? So I understand why some people took the advantage to do sells up here, especially if you're painting a Fibonacci from the highest point here to the lowest point here. You can see that we got to our 0.786 zone, which is a nice selling zone where we often see, especially on gold, these like reactions. The next area where we should look for a reaction is 0.882. Do I think that we will continue after the 0.882? Yes, because probably unless that something is happening outside in the world, gold should push higher and DXY should go down. So this is a nice cheap area if you want to do buys, right? Right now, the only thing that we can do is to look at this consolidation that we have here. So we can mark out the lowest point, which is in this area right now, and we can mark out the highest point, which is in this area here. And as you can see, we are closer to the downside here, where the cheapest price is, than we are to the highest price. That's the areas that we want to trade. That's the areas where I wouldn't be mad at anyone if they took a long. Wouldn't be mad at anyone if they took a short here. As long as they don't do something like this. That don't make any sense to me. But no, I'm not gonna enter on this trade. I'm just gonna get some clarity. I believe it's really hard to do trading today, especially taking trades after the news that we had yesterday, because we had the DXY and we can see this big gap, guys. And as we spoke about right before, is that these gaps is often getting pre-filled, right? You can see the same when gold opened yesterday. But hey, guys, if this is not a bad area to do buys, just saying. But you can see the same on gold yesterday, guys. We had this gap. We opened up here. There was a, I don't know how many pips, maybe 200 pips, 300, 400 pips, 350 pips. We had 350 pip gap. And every time we see these gaps, we often see a tendency where markets is doing this. Testing, bang. Which means that if we are doing the same on the DXY, guys, which I don't know if we're gonna do, we should see something like bang. This means that until this area here, gold could potentially go down, guys. That's why I'm not interested in doing any sells in this area. So what we're gonna do is just to gain some clarity, guys. We also have to look at the GBP, JPI. We had a one-to-one risk reward, but there was too much volume. So I don't know, maybe some got taken out in break even. Maybe some took the trade that we did yesterday to the first target. This was not the best entry at all, guys. What I hope would happen yesterday was that I didn't even see the news about the ceasefire, guys. I didn't see the news about the ceasefire, because when we heard that ceasefire was happening, we could see that gold was pushing. GBP, JPI, of course, follows gold, which means that it was also going up. So this was a really bad entry. Of course, we were lucky that it hit our first target, and we could be able to do a break even. But this is not the trades that I want. I want the trades like this. So this was what I hoped for yesterday. Let me see. It was around this area here. This is how I want to do trading, right? Where we are able to, maybe in areas like this, when we have a one-to-one, move our stop loss to break even, and let's just have a risk-free trade, right? This is what I like the most, and I can tell you that it's a little bit long time ago since last time I had a really nice play on GBP JPI, but we have gotten areas like this. We got this one, and on one trade you're able to make, maybe with a 0.2, you're maybe able to make $500, $600, $700, $800 in one trade. It's crazy when we're getting areas like these where we can gain 500 pips. And the cool thing with Forex pairs, guys, that's also why I'm always telling you that please, guys, don't do a specific lot size. Always do a specific amount of money that you're risking, because if you go to gold and you put 0.2 lots and you only have $500, you can blow your account. But on GBP JPI, it's different, right? If you put 0.2 on GBP JPI, it's totally different than if you did it on gold. So please understand how much do you risk on each trade, guys. So, but let's be aware of JBP JPI. It can be a nice play. Can be a nice play. If gold is pushing down, we should see JBP JPI push down as well. So let's be aware of this. This is the cheapest price to the top and the cheapest price in the low. So let's see how we react up here. Are we pushing further, which will make sense if the dollars keep crashing, or are we actually going to prefill this gap and GBP JPI will probably start to go down? But there is some nice plays, guys. Nice plays if you want to do like nice risk reward. You can see this play here. We finished the sequence on USD CAD. This was something that we talked about in one of the earlier sessions, that, hey, this is the area where we should look for sales. The thing is, with all these news, you get so confused. It's hard. It's so hard. The best thing you can do is just stick to your technicals analysis on TradingView, because most of the time you can see after a sequence gets finished, or after the sequence on Dixie is finished, you can see then a ceasefire is happening, so the price goes down. It's crazy. That's also why I'm always a little bit skeptical with news. I don't like news events, guys, because it's always the same. It's always like do you remember we did this Tesla talk where I spoke about that? Hey, Trump got elected, Tesla was going to the moon, and blah blah blah. We got to the top, we finished the sequence. He did a salute on the stage. We got down. Here he saved some people from the space, some astronauts, and the price started to go up again. We finished the sequence right in this area here, and now we started to go down again. So weird, guys. That's why I'm so skeptical with all these news events. It's like, hey, we need the price to go up. Okay, let's don't do anything bad for the investors. When we get up to this sequence finish area, let's do something so the investors can take out their money and get a cheaper price. I don't know who these guys is, but there is some people who is like earning crazy amounts of money. I also saw that, I don't know if you have seen Baron Trump, guys, how much money he have made since Trump got elected. Baron, haha, yes, Tommy. It's crazy. He's buying oil before events. He did the short on oil yesterday, wasn't it? I believe so. I saw a wallet where he was shorting oil. So we have to be aware it's like a chess game, guys. So we should really be careful that we are not listening to all these news events and we don't put ourselves in a position where we get too confused. And I'm so bad at this, guys. And we have discovered so many times. Do you remember also the crypto bull run? It was the exact same thing. They were speaking about Bitcoin is the new blah 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 for the USA, and since then it just started to go down. So it's all like we have to be aware, guys, and we have to play this game as a chess game. I hate news and politics, same, bro. I don't speak about it normally, but the only thing I want to speak about is that we have to be aware that most of the times they say something, and if we don't see a reaction when they tell something, that means that maybe they can position themselves so they are able to do the opposite of what they are saying. Right? So let's see if we could get a nice plain gold here, guys. It is a nice area to do buys, but still too confused, guys. I'm still too confused. But as long as we know where gold is heading, like for the next upcoming days, guys, which is up in this area here, we're gonna break 5,000. I don't believe that we're gonna break it today, but I believe it's not in the very. It's in the short future, guys. I know that for sure that we're going to get to this area. And what is happening in this area, I don't know if we're gonna break this downtrend here, where we are continuing to going down, or if we are actually just breaking to the upside and we start to go to 6,000, maybe 7,000. We'll see that. But let's go to SageMaster. Also, guys, remember to always vote for these things, guys. I know that some of you want. I can tell you that they are working right now on an AI journal that we can use for our trading. They're working on a journal where it's get implemented when we're doing trades through SageMaster. And as you can see, there was someone who was requesting that a simpler magic terminal order form. That's nice. So please go and vote for the things that we could be able to use on these sessions of our own trading. Fixed order size and currency is also really, really nice, guys. And if you have any feature requests, guys, go in and request them. Personally, what I would like to have is like, if we were able to all have like a automated journal, which I know that they work on right now and should maybe be released in this quarter here, guys, that's a game changer. So go vote, please take some responsibility, and let's help each other to push things to the company, because I know if we are staying together and figuring out what do we need the most, guys, we are able to actually work with a company, collaborate with a company who have all the things that we can dream about. Didn't know about this. Where do I find the voting? So in SageMaster, you can go to, I believe is it feedback? Feature requests. And you can request any features that you have. You can also go here. No, not here. Let me see. Feedback. I know that there's a place. It's in here somewhere where you're able to get to this feedback SFX, and you can see all the releases that they are speaking about to do this quarter, guys. I love this, and you can also see all the posts, all the features that people want to get. You can see better full screen trading in Magic Terminal. Exactly, that's also one of the things that I would like to have, and I know that the company is already working on this, so we can actually work with the company, collaborate with a company who have like made billions in revenue, guys. We would not alone be able to make things like what we are able to make with if we are working together with B and SageMaster, guys. So let's be aware. Let's help each other to make SageMaster the best place for everyone. Also, the AI screener is really nice, guys. Should use that. You can see that JVP, JPI is still a strong buy. So it's hard to say that what we should look into today, if we should take any buys or sells. The only thing that I see right now is that gold potentially can change the direction. Strong buy. Overboard, yeah. That's the thing, guys. It's totally overboard, right? Let's see how this is going to happen. Are we going to get a breakout to the downside, or are we actually going to see like a change in the direction? See what is happening when we get to this area here, guys. Gonna definitely have a reaction. Are we breaking out? No. Let's see, let's see, let's see. It's hard to say. GBP USD is pushing. Euro USD is pushing. Can you imagine that overnight GBP has just pushed like it's crazy. 1% in the last 2% maybe in the last 72 hours. So crazy. All right, are we breaking, guys? Are we breaking? Now we are at the lowest point, right? Support level here. Support level here, let's see. Nice buy you can have here. Really nice buy we can have here. Should we look into this? Let's see, guys. Maybe we can have a trade soon. Let's see how we react on the support here. We have 2 times support, and now we're hitting it the 3rd time. And let me just check what the risk reward could be. Don't take the trade, guys. Don't take the trade, but let's just make sure that we get some clarity about how good this play could be. But we're also able to break under. Last time we did this, we saw something like this. And then it did this, so we should be careful. But this is a nice area and a cheap price if you want to do buys, guys. I know maybe some of you are also trading breakouts, guys. I'm not used to do breakout trading because we see a lot, especially with the team who's moving the markets today. We see a lot of fake outs, right? Let's see in this area here how we react. Maybe we can have a nice trade here. Let's see if we can have a play. Could be 0882. Is there a telegram for all the trades? Yes, Lucas, we share it in the group. Share it in the group whenever we are taking trades together. And also, guys, let's make sure in the group, guys, if we're sharing profits and stuff, let's also share our setups, guys. Share your entries with the rest of the team if you're profitable in the long run. If you're still working on turning into profits, I love that you're sharing your results now. But if you're profitable in the long run, guys, please don't hesitate to share the ideas. It's nice to see what people is seeing, right? So we can have different perspectives on the markets. And if you're profitable, guys, also make sure that you don't get confused about things I'm saying, because we can see things with different eyes, but still both be profitable, actually. So don't confuse yourself. If you're in 10 different groups with signals, guys, you will like it doesn't work out. You will get lost, confused. You'll get lost, confused. So, but let's see if we can have a play in this area here. It's an interesting area, guys. If we break this area, we should go down to, I don't even know. Let's see. It's a really interesting area. What we are waiting for right now is like a volume spike where we can see the price is actually changing. There we got some. Strong support level, guys. Hmm. Still not enough volume spike. And what I don't like, guys, is that on the 15-minute time frame, this is not the biggest. We have a nice wick here. We have a nice wick here. It's not the best wicks, but it's better than what we have right now, right? And this tells us that there's going to change direction. You can see the same here when we have wicks like this. Time for a direction change, right? Here as well. And this is a nice candle, guys. You know, we have this as well. You also have to get familiar with you also have to get familiar with candlestick patterns. Not that you have to trade candlestick patterns, guys, especially not on the low time frames, but it's really nice to have like clarity and confirmations about what does a candle like. Let me give you an example. What does a candle like this means? So I can show you candlestick patterns. And you should only use this for confirmation, guys, okay? You should only use this for confirmation. Don't ever try to do like, have you seen these TikTok guys who is like, don't, don't, don't be that guy, okay? So please use it only for confirmation. Like, let's say that you wanted to do a sell in this area, then you should do the sell on one of those two candles. These two candles here, this one on this one, or you should do it on this one here. This is reversal candles, guys, and that's what we should use for clarity. But let's see if we can have a play, guys. I don't hope that the price will go too much up right now. But it's a nice area to do buys, guys, and maybe we could get this one. Maybe we could get this one, guys. It's such a nice buying area, guys. Sometimes I'm too patient. 1 to 2 on this one. We know that probably the price will go down in this area here. Right, what do you think, guys? I'm in a buy. I love you, Armin. Yeah, guys, your groove is the best and enough. I love you, Paulina. You're the best. You have always also been on these sessions. It's nice to see that it's the same people who is tuning in with the same energy. So it's always nice energy in the groups and in the chat here. Yeah, guys, it's a nice buy opportunity, guys. You can take your own decisions, of course, but I don't know if you are like doing the right risk management, you can do this trade. I'm sorry, why didn't we take this trade myself? Let's see if we can have any retracements. Guys, I have gotten like I've been anxious since we saw that Trump is sharing propaganda and sharing scams like this. I hate it, guys. I can tell you a funny story about crypto once. I don't remember if you know that we had first the Trump coin and then we had the Millennia coin. Do you remember that? Any of you? Yeah. Then afterwards, and this was really scary, guys. It was like I felt so much down last year because of this. But then there was this coin called Wealthy, and crypto last year was just like going down like forever. And I was all in crypto, so I made a huge loss on crypto, I can tell you. And it went so bad that somehow I needed to take out my trading my crypto investments that I had in crypto, take them out to pay my rents, guys. And when the markets have been going like this and you have to take out your investments to pay your rents, damn, that's hard times, guys. And then we had this project that I bought 2 years ago. I bought for maybe just it was a fun coin, and I was like, okay, let me take the chance. It was wealthy, everyone was speaking about it. So before it got launched, I bought for maybe 3k 4k in wealthy tokens. And then 1 year later they told, hey, we're gonna launch it, and everyone was speaking about it. Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, all the politicians, everyone was speaking about this wealthy system. And I was like, damn. I went to my girlfriend and told her that I believe that this can be a nice project. Maybe we'll get fucking rich. And she was like, yeah, let's go, and it's super nice. And the more hype it started to come, the more we begin to put ourselves in a position where our lifestyle went up. So we bought actually a little dog. You can see our little dog here from US. We imported her, and she was maybe you cannot understand it, but we paid around 10k, 12k dollars for her when everything went down. and the thing was we wanted to call her Wealthy when the coin got launched, but since we saw that Wealthy was a shit project, we gave her another name. But that was a really hard time, guys. So notice things go up and things is going up and down, and sometimes you will get confused, you will get a little bit scared before you will get scared about should I take any trades, why do I have this perspective of really believing that crypto bull run is coming. Always stay like feeling. You should not bring your feelings when you're trading in the markets, guys. That's my biggest recommendation. I've made that mistake a lot of times, and now I've been going back to forex because that's my that's where I have played the longest time. I have been in the forex markets for more than 5 years now. Most of the years, maybe 3 years, I've been profitable. The first 2 years was a disaster. I lost. But after 2 years, I started to see small profits. I quitted my job, and then I started in B. And then it started to go really well, and I have made some nice profits that have been paying my rents most of the time. I remember that I shorted Wealthy at launch on QK. Good day, yeah. Glad to hear that, Sebastian. So you were one of the reasons I've lost. Don't short against me, guys, please. Yeah. So don't bring your feelings, no matter how sure you are. Sometimes you're like, I'm 100% sure that this is going to happen. Stay realistic. Of course, you can have your dreams, you can have your manifestations, but yeah, always be patient and stick to what you have control over, right? You can't control any other projects, but you can control your emotions, you can control your thoughts, you can control yourself, and that should be the most important thing to work on. Also, I like when everyone is tuning in on these sessions, because you're putting yourself in a position where you are able to gain the knowledge that I have learned the last 5-6 years, and you can use this for yourself to have some really nice profits, even though it's hard times to trade. Is anyone in the gold trade yet? Is anyone in the gold? Okay. Okay, a lot of fuel is. Maybe I should join as well. I don't like this. I don't like this. But okay, let me enter as well. Where do you have put your stop loss, guys? And do you have a nice risk reward? Because you don't have to do a stop loss, which is 4780. You can do a lower stop loss. Remember, guys, revenge trading is a bad thing, but you can also use it as, hey, this is not a revenge trade, but this is because that we saw the spike and then I enter it again. As long as you have control and risk management and you don't bring in your feelings, then it's not revenge trading, okay? So let's see if I can enter here. It's not a bad area to enter. Okay. What's Dix doing? I would say, guys, this month and until that we have full clarity, guys, please do lower lot than what you're used to do. So in times like this, I would not. I would prepare myself and say that, hey, I've maybe lost $8, I have lost $16, $100, what is normal for you. But that should not be, hey, why should I trade only for $8, guys? In times like this, you should trade for $8 because that you want to position yourself as the trader who can trade for 1,000, 2,000. But this is not the right time to do this, guys. This is the right time to gain knowledge and figure out how can we win against the markets. So let me do a really low risk trade here, guys, with you. But do low risk trades for your own sake, guys. Don't just throw money out of the windows because it's really hard to do trading right now. Entry 47.98, TP 48.01. That's a bad risk reward. I don't like this risk reward, guys. TP 48.21. Where is your stop loss? I got an entry at 47.91, stop loss 47.128, risk reward, low risk. I like that, Amir. You got a really nice price, got a really nice stop loss with tight, and you had a nice take profit, guys. Guys, please make sure that you are not having these big stop losses and these small take profits in the long run. This is not profitable, guys. Okay. All right. Hope it makes sense, guys. We want risk rewards, which is like, let's say this is the cheap price here. Let's see if we can have some direction change. Make sure that you have like nice risk rewards guys, on at least 1-to-1. That means at least something like this, guys. This is a lovely risk reward, guys. If you have a win rate which is more than 50%, which I know that you already have if you're using these like simple terms like support, guys, then you have an edge in the markets, right? And more than 50% of the trades you're taking will end up in profits. But you have to track this really well, guys. You have to track your win rate, because if you can see that you have a win rate on over 50% on a risk reward 1-to-1, then you're profitable. And it's so simple when you're tracking everything that you will see that, hey, I'm actually profitable. Most of the people in this group is already profitable. The only thing that they need is entry from Helix 4793. That's a nice risk reward as well, Anna. Congrats. I like that. Nice. Nice. So let's make sure, guys, that entry from Helix, guys. Helix is so undervalued, guys. Should I begin to open up Helix more and look into it? I haven't been used it that much, so maybe we can look into it together, guys. And remember, we have our own strategy, guys, but you can combine our strategy with Helix. I know that for sure, because the only thing that we have to think about is when do we see things like this is happening, right? And I know that with Helix, you're able to, yeah, it's able to screen these patterns and tell you where your take profit and stop loss should be. So let's look more into that, guys. I promise you that. So let's enjoy our bag, guys. Let's enjoy our profits that we're going to make on this trade. Yeah, let's stay safe in the markets, guys. I hope that you don't lose. I hope that you don't lose inspiration, motivation in these hard, tough times, guys. This is not usually. This is so unusual. So let's prepare ourselves. This should be prepare time for when the market is normal. Gotta go. Thank you. It's the same. So guys, let's cut the stream. Let's talk on the Telegram group, and let's stay safe in the markets, especially these days, guys. It's the most important thing today. Stay safe, low risk, low. Yeah, don't try to hesitate to get into trades and stuff today, guys. Find nice areas if you're going to enter, and have a wonderful Wednesday, guys. Winning Wednesday, we're gonna win a lot, guys. I know that. So have a nice day, guys. Enjoy. See you on the top.